The following mini-review was requested by Dean Jones from Patreon. If you'd like to help support Trilbee Reviews, then please visit patreon.com/Trilbee, where you'll be able to gain access to exclusive podcasts, reviews, and review requests. Also, throughout the month of August and September, if you pledge at least $1, then you will receive exclusive behind-the-scenes access to my latest media project, which I'm filming next week. But be sure to pledge by the end of the month. Please enjoy the review.
The following is a review for critical, analytical, and educational purposes only, and is protected under Article 17 and 107 in the United States Fair Use Code. This video is not an infringement on copyright. Please enjoy the video.
I was pretty late to the Inbetweeners party. In fact, I didn't watch all 3 seasons of the show until a few weeks before the movie came out. My brother questioned my grasp on reality when I told him I'd never watched it, so we marathoned all 18 episodes in a weekend just in time to watch the movie. I can safely say that if you're a British teenager between the ages of 13 and 17, then the Inbetweeners is essential viewing, and one of the best comedies to come out of the UK in the 21st century. This is due to a great cast, funny writing, brilliant scenarios, and it's a perfect portrayal of a modern teenager's life at school. And when the movie came along, it was a perfect and definitive end to the series. Also, with a theatrical release, the writers are able to put the characters in situations that are not safe for TV, and bring a successful conclusion to their character arcs. In fact, it's actually kind of suspicious as to how well everything is wrapped up. The years of experience playing these characters shows, as all 4 main cast members, Simon Bird, Joe Thomas, James Buckley and Blake Harrison, have clearly grown to embody these 4 characters, and the drama and comedy tends to hit bullseye as a result of great execution.
Mom and Back Wednesday! It better be delicious!
These 4 actors have phenomenal chemistry together, but the ultimate irony of the Inbetweeners as a concept is that they frequently deserve everything that happens to them. They get themselves into these bad situations, meaning that while there's great satisfaction to seeing them get into trouble, because they're such a great reflection on modern youth, it's also partly satisfying to see them get out of that trouble, especially Blake Harrison as Neil, who at this point has become a master of comedy.
If I could, I'd give you my ticket, Si.
You can. Just give me your ticket.
Yeah, but I really want to go, Stacey. Actually, I can't.
Oh, and the dancing. Can't forget the dancing. This is one of the funniest pieces of physical comedy that I've ever seen that does not involve violence. Essentially, this movie is a party movie in the vein of Project X or 21 and Over. However, what makes this movie work and those movies utterly fail is because you feel like you're involved in the party and not just watching it, because you've grown attached to these characters who, over the course of the movie, actually fix a few of their flaws as they learn that their attitudes will only take them so far in life, particularly Simon, who is obsessed with his ex-girlfriend who, let's be frank, was never really worth the attention to begin with. I'll also give the movie massive credit for doing the obligatory splitting up of the group cliche and actually making it work in an organic way. There are also a few jokes from the TV series which get their ultimate payoff here, like Will getting involved in arguments that he has no moral high ground over. Not to mention, there's actually quite a few moments that really emphasise the main characters growing up and maturing. It's a satisfying end to the series in that respect, but that's not to say it's a perfect comedy though. There's a character called Richard who annoys the foursome over the course of the movie, but the joke just feels tacked on and doesn't really have that much of a punchline, and also Neil's attitude concerning his girlfriend back home is actually pretty hard to stomach, considering that most of it is played for laughs and how the TV show has been great at deftly walking the line of making us root for these unlikable characters. That balance just did not work here. Yeah, Jay at least learns the error of his ways over the course of the movie, but that doesn't happen to Neil. Also, while the international shooting helps add something new to the franchise, a few moments are very TV movie in terms of cinematography and the way it's filmed. Also, while the female female love interests are fun to watch and the quartets give great performances, it's kind of hard to see them as anything other than female ciphers, who are only there to make the male characters learn the lessons required of them. I don't know if that's really a problem, but it is something that might turn female viewers off. In fact, if you're a female fan of the Inbetweeners movie, please comment below and let me know your thoughts on the characters. I want to hear from you. That being said, if you're a fan of the series, the movie is essential viewing, and many people who have seen the movie but not the series just found it to be a really entertaining low-budget comedy. It's a really fitting end to the franchise, a great send-off to this wonderful cast. Which is why we're getting a sequel next week. I give the Inbetweeners movie 4 stars out of 5.
What?
I've been better.
What are you doing?
I'm thinking.
That shit the holiday is.
Partly that. Partly I'm thinking about putting stones in my pockets and chucking myself in the pool.
Oh, I wouldn't swim in that. It's rank.
Right.
Also, if you put stones in your pockets, you'll sink, so better to not have the stones, really.
I'll bear that in mind, Neil.
I stopped believing in God when I realised it was just dog backwards.
What?
Well, when you think about it, G-O-D-D-O-G. It's like an anagram, but a backwards one, isn't it?
Right.
Trilbee, 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 Trilbee.